Hi guys. I will not be in school Wednesday and Thursday. Hopefully, you've already watched the intro beginner video earlier, so you know how to use Delta Math, right? I can track to make sure that you watch all of this video. This will be for a grade. Pretty much the only thing that's going to change is the fact that I'm not there. Wednesday and Thursday, you're going to watch these videos. You're going to watch me do problems and then you're going to do your Alex assignment. Guys, these need practice. I know you can find workarounds or copy, cheat, whatever it is, and not do these, but you really need to practice these to do well on the test. We're down to crunch time now. We've got like 38 days left of school, and a lot of grades are in the balance. I mean, for some of you, it might be passing, failing. For some of you, it might be C, D, B, C, but you want to do as well as you can here at the end. Um, Maybe not today. Maybe if you just move on, that's all that matters to you. But someday you will have wished that your grade was better. I'd strongly suggest that you do the work. All right, this is polynomials, I believe, part 4. And today you can. This is the wording in Alex. We're going to be solving linear equations with several occurrences of the variable. And the variables are going to be on both sides. And we're going to have distributions. So there's a lot going on here. I won't assign a lot of these problems. I'd rather have quality over quantity. I just want you working through it and know exactly what you're doing. All right, here is the problem. I'm not going to read it to you what it is. All right. The first thing, and I hope you all know that you see that the parentheses are here, that you know that you have to do distribution. You have to multiply the 5 times the v. You have to multiply the 5 times the negative 2. And we got to distribute this negative 2, right? We have to distribute all of this. Negative 2 to negative 4v and negative 2 to negative 3. So this is a pretty tough problem, all right? So let's go through this. First thing I'm going to do is distribute. 5 times v is 5v. 5 times negative 2 is negative 10 equals, we can just bring down this v plus 2. Now negative 2 times negative 4 is going to give you negative 8v. Negative 2 times negative 3, I'm sorry, that was a plus. I hope you caught that and thought, oh, Mr. Martis missed that. Negative 2 times negative 3 is plus 6. You got to be careful on the signs. You saw what I did. I just got going fast right there, and I forgot. Negative 2 times negative 4 is negative 8b. Negative 2 times negative is positive 6. All right, now we can combine some like terms. For this one, we can bring down this side. All right, like terms, I've got my v's. All right, those are like terms. And I've got my numbers. All right, the v's, 1v plus 8v gives me 9v. 2 plus 6 gives me 8. All right, now I want to work one way with my numbers and one way with my variables. I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. I want to get rid of this 8 on the right. Right? If I do that, these go away. I'm left with 9v equals 5v minus 10 minus 8 gives me minus 18. All right, I want to subtract 5v from both sides. All right, this side goes away. Minus 18 equals 9 minus 5 It's going to leave me with 4v. I divide both sides by 4 because I want to get rid of my 4. That leaves me with negative 18 fourths. If you look at that, what they can both divide by, they can both divide by 2. That leaves me with negative 9 halves. All right. One of the good things about the videos, if you are actually concentrating, is the fact that you all can watch these again. All right. If something didn't make sense to you, you can rewind and play them, watch them again, or watch them over and over. All right. Our second problem that we're going to do. Just like the first one, it's kind of long. It's got the distribution in it. It's got variables in different places, multivariables in different places. All right. The distribution is where most people go wrong. All right. I would, if you struggle with the distribution, I'd go ahead and write these on your paper so you make sure you don't miss it. All right. The negative 2 is going to multiply by times the negative 9 and the positive 8. And on this side, we get 2 times the v and 2 times negative 6. All right, let's start the math on this. The negative 2 times negative 9 is going to give you positive 18 v. Negative 2 times 8 is going to give you negative 16. Negative times a positive is a negative. Minus 7v. All right, 2 times v is going to give you 2v. 2 times negative 6 is going to give you negative 12 minus 1. All right, now we pretty much just have to clean up. All right, on the right side, 18v minus 7v is going to give you 11v. And then we just bring down the 16. On the other side, we can clean up the numbers. Negative 12 or minus 12 minus 1 is going to give you minus 13. All right, now we just go one way with the numbers and one way with the variables. I'm going to add 16 to both sides. All right, I do that and this goes away. I'm left with 11v equals 2v plus 3. Negative 13 plus 6 is 3. All right, I'm going to subtract 2v from both sides. The 2v's go away. I'm left with positive 9v. 11 minus 2 is 9 equals 3. All right, 9v equals 3. I want to divide both sides by 9. All right, 9's cancel out. I'm left with v equals 3/9. Not sure if Alex takes numbers. You might want to, if you feel gutsy, go ahead and just type in the 3/9. If you don't, you notice they're both divisible by 3. This can be reduced to 1/3. All right. This is so common as far as problems goes. I want to do an extra one with you all on these because, like I said, I really feel strongly about this section. I want y'all to do well on ACT tests. I want y'all to have lots of practice. I feel like this section is almost overdone on ACT test, the section on polynomials. And this is a pretty common type question on the test. All right. Again, first thing you want to do on this problem is the distribution, just to make things clear for this video and to show you that maybe this is something you want to look into, because this is the part you'll make mistakes at on the test. You want to distribute the -2 times the 2y, -2 times the -1. On the right side, 7 times y and 7 times +2. All right. So -2 times 2 is going to give you -4y. I guess I'm going to do this problem in red now. All right, -2 times -1 is going to give you +2. All right, you bring down this plus 2y. And the distribution on the right side is pretty easy. 7y, 7 times 2. All right, this problem's cleaning up pretty fast. All right, combine the things on the right and left side. -4y plus 2y, that's our like terms. It's going to be -2y plus 2. These are our like terms here. So if I add those together, I get -2y. I bring down this 2 equals 7y plus 14. All right, so let's go ahead and subtract 2 from both sides. Want to get rid of this 2. I'm left with -2y equals 7y. 14 minus 2 is going to give you plus 12. All right, I want to subtract 7y from both sides. The 7y goes away. I'm left with 12 on this side and -9y on this side. Let me clean this up a little bit. All right, -9 times y. To undo multiplication, we use division. I divide by -9. And there's your answer. But again, this can be reduced. 12 and 9, both can be divided by 3. Right? Divide 12 by 3, I get a 4. 9 by 3, I get a 3. And don't forget your negative sign. Doesn't matter where the negative sign is when you type your answer in. All right, that's the first flavor of questions you're going to have. I like the way Alex does this. They keep mixing this stuff up a little bit. This is multiplying a univariate, one variable, by a monomial with a positive coefficient. So these problems are pretty easy. The one thing you have to remember are your rules with exponents. All right, again, you're going to have some distribution here. All right, if you want, go ahead and draw your lines, your arrows. The 9z3 is going to multiply by 10, and then it's going to multiply by negative, don't forget the negative sign, 3z squared. All right, I do this on the left. 9 times 10 is 90. And then just we bring over the z cubed. That's all we do there. Gets a little trickier on the right side. All right, we see that we get a positive times a negative, so we know this is going to be minus. 9 times 3 is 27. Z cubed times z squared. We add the exponents. 2 and 3 gives us 5. And we end up with z to the 5th. Again, I can't stress enough, if that's a little bit confusing, watch it over. Got one more problem to do, an example. Same type of problem. I'm keeping the problem sets short. I don't want you all to get like overwhelmed. That was my dog you heard in the background. All right. This is a trinomial. All right. We got three things going on in here. Okay. So again, if you're one that forgets, right? Positive times a positive, positive times a positive, and positive times a positive. So everything in here is going to be plus signs. Don't have to worry about the signs. We're going to have this going on. Okay. So the first one is 9x to the 7th times 5x. First, take care of the coefficient. 9 times 5 is going to be 45. X to the 7th times x, which you can put your little 1 down there if you want. All right. 7, 1, we add those together. That's x to the 8th. All right. 9 times 2 is going to give us 18. X to the 7th times x to the 9th. You add the exponents, 7 plus 9 equals 16. And finally, 9x to the 7th times 3. 3 times 9 is 27. And then we just bring over the x to the 7th. All right. All right, that's the end of the video. There will be a quick question with this. It won't be hard. You will have an Alex assignment with this that will be available by the time you finish watching this video. Guys, I do hope you all have a good day and be ready for another lesson like this on Friday.